Yeah, has his name, number, and Marion, Illinois, and our experience. I'm glad that the things I had to say about human rights and dignity were meaningful to you. We are God's highest creation, and He means for us to be free. Anything that puts man in bondage, be it drug addiction, financial debt, or lawless governments, deserves to be opposed by God's children. The people who are slaves at heart will not only run into bondage like pigs to a trough, they will defend it with their lives. That's not our concern, though. Just let them and their master of choice be. But for those of us who have it in our hearts to live free and dignified lives full of vitality and reverence for God's nature in us, we have a moral duty to overcome whatever obstacles we encounter. Fortunately, this is a very natural process that we don't have to be taught. Nobody has to teach us to fall in love and start a family. It's just how God made us. And struggling to be free is the same kind of thing. It's slavery that must be learned. Freedom is automatic. We might have to work hard to unlearn our slave thinking, but at least we have to know the proper alternative naturally in our... You asked about me teaching common law. Well, it's no stretch at all to say that I got 27 years in prison for that solution speech you liked. I have FBI memos to prove it. So I think the best move for me right at the moment is to stay off my soapbox. The times are changing. I can see it, and rest assured I am not broken. In the meantime, think on this. Common law is the law which people who can't read or write know automatically. It's a natural occurrence in every human society that gets left alone. It works. Its only drawback is that there's no way to make money off it. I do know Kent Holman. He came to Fairbanks a few times. He's a great guy. I'd love a letter from him. He would really understand what I'm going through. I've got about 6 in all and 20 to go. 6 in and 20 to go if God doesn't step in and cut my time short. I had a life-changing visit with my 2 children on August 7th. I had not seen my 8-year-old son for about 5.5 years. It was the first time I met my daughter. I wrote the whole story down. It was hard to walk through the grief of the years lost, just as I was about as emotionally depleted as I could be from writing. I was snatched up and thrown naked into solitary confinement. I was told I will likely be sent back to the secret CIA-run prison for political prisoners that I just spent 3.5 hellish years in.
Wow.
Page 3. Visits are not allowed in that illegal black-style prison. It's a bad place called Guantanamo North. It's way north, like Illinois north. Pray for me on this one. Right now, I'm sitting in a completely bare concrete cell without even my clothes. Solitary confinement is a challenge. It's dark, it's hard to sleep, and it's miserable to stay awake. Your health tends to suffer. I don't have much weight to lose. The sensory deprivation is extreme. Send me pictures if you want to help. I know this sounds odd, but it's true. After a long period of only seeing dark walls, your mind starts to crave visual confirmation of the real world. It wants to see a picture of what it's trying hard to keep the memory of. Once you forget the real world, your time becomes easier, but it's hard to bring your mind back once it's been institutionalized. I'd just love to see pictures of happy, normal families doing happy, normal things. Keep praying that God would deliver me out of this prison and that He would give me a lion's heart. Your letters mean a lot. I will share the story of my visit if I can get it. It was left in my cell along with my books and other personal items when I got thrown in solitary confinement where I am now. I have very limited paper and can only get a working pen once in a while, but all is well. This too shall pass. P.S. They won't give me my address book, so I can only write to people whose addresses I have memorized. not very many, or people who have sent me mail with their address on it since I came to solitary. I hope the whole world figures out I'm in solitary and needing mail. The thought of having to go back to the really bad place is sickening, that's for sure. But I know my story has all the signs of a Joseph-type story. God's hand is working in all of this. He will restore the years the locusts have eaten. This is a painful experience, but the only true pain is meaningless pain. I know this pain has purpose. That makes it bearable. Funny story. Some snob reporter asked me if I found Jesus in prison. I said, yes, but I didn't ask him what he was in for. Or how long they gave him. He shut up after that. I wasn't going to talk to that fool about my God until he admitted that the system was his God, thinking themselves wise. And then that's the...
and then this
Yeah. He talked to Ruth more about, in her letter, about his meeting with his son and daughter. Do you want to hear that?
Yeah.
August 7th, I met my daughter for the first time since I've been in prison. It took 5.5 years for me to be allowed to visit. I was nervous that maybe she would be shy and not know me, or that she would be scared of me because I'm a mean old convict now. I just didn't know what to expect. But when she saw me, she floated to me like silk carried on a breeze. She wrapped her arms around my neck and laid her head on my shoulder in elegant silence that forgave all the years lost. Only a little girl felt her daddy's heart like that. Yeah. And my 8-year-old son was delighted to finally see his father, too. He remembered me from when I was out and spent every day with him from before the feds and the prison. He had been missing me bad for all these years. When he saw me, his whole face flooded with relief and joy. I was so proud of who he had become while I was locked away. I pray for both of my children every day. I want to be there for them as a father, but I can't. And I'm watching God step in and fill the gaps for them. Still, it's hard. Always be loyal and kind to your family. You'll have them all your life.
Oh dear, that's gut-wrenching, you know. I appreciate you sharing.